What's up? Today we're going to be talking about Finding Nemo, Hero's Journey. So I watched the movie again. It's a great movie. Probably one of my top Disney movies. So we're going to talk about the hero's journey behind it with Marlin and Dory and Nemo, main characters. So start out in the ordinary world. So I'm going to post a slideshow with it. I can't really show it because it's backwards. So I'll just read from it and then post it with it. Ordinary world. So basically, Nemo's ready to go to school, but Marlin is kind of, he doesn't want to. He has trust issues with him because, he's his son, he's nervous, doesn't want him to go alone. So call to adventure. Nemo ends up going to touch the butt, which is the ship or the boat at the top of the ocean, and he proves that he's brave, but he ends up getting caught by the men in the boat. Refusal to call. Marlin is afraid to go and try to find Nemo because he has a big fear of the open sea. So meeting the mentor. The mentor is actually Dory. Many people don't think it's Dory because she's like dumb, but she helps Marlin deal with his fear of the open sea. Crossing the threshold, and so Marlin leaves his comfortable safe zone and swims after Nemo with Dory. Tests, allies, and enemies. There's plenty of allies, tests, and enemies that they meet up through the journey. So a couple are first the sharks. At first it's like a test and like they're enemies, but they end up making friends with them, which is pretty funny. Sharks and fish. They also meet Crush and Squirt on their way. They may help him go through the current. And the pelican at the end, who ends up helping him like scoop him up and helps him go in and find Nemo in the dentist's office. Approach. Marlin thinks Nemo is dead. He wants to stop the whole journey. He says bye to Dory, swims away, and Dory goes back to Marlin and says, nah, we gotta keep going. So they keep going, and ordeal is one of the bigger steps because it's like the characters in the movie face like a near-death scene. So they go through a jellyfish path. At first they have fun bouncing around, but then Dory ends up getting stung. So Marlin goes and helps Dory, but he also, while grabbing Dory, gets stung himself, which is near death because, they're fish and they're getting stung by jellyfish, which is pretty close to death. So they end up meeting up with Crush and Squirt, and Marlin in this sees how comfortable Crush is leaving Squirt, and he learns that he should be like that with Nemo. Reward. Nemo gets out of the tank, and he was trapped in, and with help from his friends in the tank, he finds his way back to the ocean by getting flushed down the toilet. Dory finds him and helps him get to his dad. So they meet up. Everyone's good. So the road back. Dory ends up getting caught in a net, another fishing net, with a bunch of other fish. And Nemo wants to go save her, but Marlin's still kind of iffy about if he wants Nemo to go. But then Marlin realizes that he needs to let go, let Nemo do what he does. And Nemo helps Dory and all the fish get out using what he learned from the fish in the tank in the dentist's office. Resurrection. Marlin now knows to apply everything that he's learned on the journey, which is really good. And then return with Elixir. They return back to home, and now Marlin is very comfortable allowing Nemo to go to school, and everything's good. So now Marlin's a good dad.